Umeda is the busiest part of Osaka, packed with shopping centres, restaurants and the occasional Ferris wheel. On a Saturday night, it is crowded with people and the streets are packed with crazy modified cars. It's physically impossible to drive fast here, so most are either crazy modified vans or over-the-top VIP cars. This unfinished spectacle shows how Japanese VIP fans develop their own body kits. Sheets of fiberglass are glued and screwed into place to get the basic shape. Then more fiberglass is added for a smooth finish. The result is sometimes cool, sometimes grotesque. The police don't worry too much about the bodywork, but if you crank the stereo for too long outside the same restaurant, they might show up. That's when the night becomes expensive. It seems the main purpose of building a VIP car is to impress schoolgirls. That and joining as many clubs as possible. Everyone has their own technique for standing out, but there's always one guy who stands out more than anyone else. Looks like a dog about to take a leap, but the driver's happy. As one of Japan's best known tuning shops, you can always expect to find something interesting in Signal Auto. They recently expanded their Osaka headquarters to include this new workshop. The car that caught our eye was hidden in the back corner. This R33 Gtr is being built to compete at the American Hot Import Nights drag event. You may remember the Signal R34 from our previous videos. This car uses exactly the same engine and transmission, but the body is much lighter. The capacity is 2.8 litres, thanks to a HKS spacer and stroker crank. The turbos are HKS 3240s, supporting over 1200 horsepower. Having a tried and proven driveline makes Signal very confident about this car. You can see why it's lighter too, with cutout guards and mostly carbon fibre panels. The wheels and tyres are also identical to the R34, which managed an 8.99 at Sendai. Signal are hoping to run an 8.5 in America to smash both the four-wheel drive record and the street tyre record in one hit. The interior has been stripped much more thoroughly than the R34, with just the essential gauges and the same HKS FCON V Pro ECU setup. The hydraulic pumps for the Atessa four-wheel drive transmission have been moved inside the cabin for better balance, with a carbon fibre panel replacing the boot wall. The boot floor is completely gone, with the fuel cell and pumps mounted on the old tank step. The suspension is also the same as the R34, with Tayan coilovers, Cusco upper links and no HICAS. Even the muffler is carbon fibre for lightweight, while the colour is Signal's new corporate orange metallic. The dyno room is where you'll find Signal's old Civic drag car and the new Civic being built for circuit racing. We thought this was a wastegate outlet, but it's actually the main exhaust pipe. There's no muffler at all. Naturally, this saves a lot of weight, as do the Lexan windows and fiberglass panels. Even the doors are moulded fiberglass. Parts of the original trim are still in place, but the dash is missing all of its original wiring and accessories. Only essential gauges remain. The suspension is currently under development, but naturally it uses big monotube coilovers. At the front, an oil cooler sits next to a surprisingly small intercooler, by Japanese standards at least. The B16A has many similar features to the drag car, including the fuel rail, signal turbo manifold and Truss T67 turbo. But this one has a much smaller exhaust housing for quicker response. Power is limited to 360 horsepower, as this is already difficult to control in such a light front-wheel drive circuit car. The fuel system and sump are also carried over from the drag car. We hope to hear about the track time soon.